If I call you sugar, if you call me honey, does this mean you got a hand in my fate? If you take my money, if I take your liberty, does it mean it's all down to me? If you open doors
is the Popular Republic of China.
I started chair touch.
Go fuck yourself.
Don't keep me waiting.
It's DJ Ross.
10 jours. Goodness.
It's designed by Tom Sachs. This shoe's whole concept was designed to be a general purpose shoe, GPS, a shoe that my favorite sneaker of the last few years has been this Nike GPS designed by Tom Sachs. This shoe's whole concept was designed to be a general purpose shoe, GPS, a shoe that can do anything from hiking, athletics, casual wear, and really any other general purpose you might need a durable, comfortable, and utility-based footwear for. So when I was walking around my local REI, I saw a blacked out GPS from the distance. So I started walking over to it, and as I got closer, I realized this is not a Nike GPS. This is the North Face GPS. It looks like a GPS, it sounds like a GPS, it smells like a GPS, but it wasn't. It was a North Face GPS. So I had to buy it because it's basically a clone of my favorite shoe. And we've seen the North Face put out some really terrible footwear that do not represent this whole.
I didn't know that it was so famous. But God knows that it was so famous and brought it to me.
General purpose you might need a durable, comfortable, and my favorite sneaker of the last few years has been this Nike GPS designed by Tom Sachs. This shoe's whole concept was designed to be a general purpose shoe, GPS, a shoe that can do anything from hiking, athletics, casual wear, and really any other general purpose you might need a durable, comfortable, and utility-based footwear for. So when I was walking around my local REI, I saw a blacked out GPS from the distance. So I started walking over to it, and as I got closer, I realized this is not a Nike GPS. This is the North Face GPS. It looks like a GPS, it sounds like a GPS, it smells like a GPS, but it wasn't. It was a North Face GPS.
North Face, Bangladesh.
I had to buy it because it's basically a clone of my favorite shoe. And we've seen the North Face put out some really terrible footwear that do not represent this whole eco-friendly, save the earth, high quality gear for the outdoors. It represents you, and we're gonna cut down on waste by making high quality products. That was not the case with a couple of the products we reviewed. So we're gonna cut these in half and run through all of our tests to really figure out who makes the better GPS, Nike or the brand that actually designs outdoor gear. Which is better for the price? Is there anything better about the North Face, or is it just like the rest of North Face shoes that we've seen, where they just are a close facsimile to something that should be higher quality, but has none of the substance? And ultimately, who makes the best general purpose shoe? Because I think we're going to turn this into a series. Well, first, what is the GPS? Obviously, it means general purpose shoe. But if you look on the Nike website, the Nike Craft General Purpose Shoe is an understated do-everything shoe created to work with every possible scenario. The Nike Craft GPS represents 10 years of partnerships between Nike and Tom Sachs. This is from Tom Sachs. I got involved with Nike in the beginning because we wanted to make a sculpture that everyone could wear. It's a tool for everyday life. So then what is a GPS? How do you define it? There's more and more of these styles of shoes.
It's democratic.
Tool for everyday life. So then what is a GPS? How do you define
It's democratic.
sculpture that everyone could wear? It's a tool for everyday life. So then what is a GPS? How do you define it? There's more and more of these styles of shoes popping up. One of the taglines that Tom Sachs came up with was, the GPS is a tool to be the best you. They have an understated quality. They're meant to do all the things that you do and tell your story. You know, it's a positioning statement, but in a functional way, and it has like a actual component way. What is a GPS? Well, to me, it has to have a lug sole. It's not the craziest lug sole, but this definitely is luggier than most shoes. It has universal use for hiking all the way down to casual wear. It gives you grip, gives you durability. It also has this really thick fox loop, or basically midsole layer wrapping around the entire shoe. It's really thick, it's really durable, adds that bumper protection. One of the hidden features about the GPS is the contoured midsole, and that's something that really makes this shoe unique. And I wish it fit a little bit better. It doesn't quite fit my foot contour. And while we have this out, it also is a very wide, semi-anatomical shape compared to a lot of other shoes that are a lot more narrow. Another defining feature is it has durable leather in all the high wear spots, and then you also have this breathable fabric in the lower wear spots that is also cut in this almost hole cut way where there's no seams throughout here. And obviously the minimal padding, the minimalism of it, and obviously the super useful but very bright donning straps. And I like the GPS because if I were to design a sneaker, it would be, and obviously the minimal padding, the minimalism of it, and obviously the super useful but very bright donning straps. And I like the GPS because if I were to design a sneaker, it would be a GPS style, a shoe that you could do literally anything in. So if you want to see this be a series, because like I said, we already done the cities that were basically a knockoff internally of the GPS, I'll make a series because I want to do a series just solely for my own interest and research if I do actually make a GPS style shoe. So if you like this video, support it and let me know what other GPS style shoes there are, because I think it'd be so cool to do this. I don't think anyone's really covered it. So first, what are the contenders? Well, you gotta start with OG. Brand is Nike. The style is a Nike Craft general purpose shoe. This colorway is the Tom Sachs Dark Sulfur. They weigh 13 ounces. These originally retailed for $110. It's nearly impossible to get any of these really cool shoes at retail because Nike refuses to fix the resale issue. And so you're probably gonna end up paying $250 for a pair now, but that's nothing compared to the previous iterations of this, like the Mars Yards and everything that were like thousands and thousands of dollars. So Nike, nobody wants to pay twice for the price for your shoes. Fix the resale problem. I'm not even that big of a sneakerhead and I hate that shit. Like, why are you making general purpose shoes that the general public can't get? Come on. And these are made in Vietnam, and the way they position this product is the Nike Craft general purpose shoe is an understated do everything shoe created to do work with every possible scenario. The GPS reminds us that beauty, it's like the Mars Yards and everything that were like thousands and thousands of dollars. So Nike, nobody wants to pay twice for the retailed for $110. It's nearly impossible to get any of these really cool shoes at retail because Nike refuses to fix the resale issue. And so you're probably gonna end up paying $250 for a pair now, but that's nothing compared to the previous iterations of this, like the Mars Yards and everything that were like thousands and thousands of dollars. So Nike, nobody wants to pay twice for the price for your shoes. Fix the resale problem. I'm not even that big of a sneakerhead and I hate that shit. Like, why are you making general purpose shoes that the general public can't get? Come on. And these are made in Vietnam, and the way they position this product is the Nike Craft general purpose shoe is an understated do everything shoe created to do work. Fix the resale problem. I'm not even that big of a sneakerhead and I hate that shit. Like, why are you making general purpose shoes that the general public can't get? Come on. And these are made in Vietnam, and the way they position this product is the Nike Craft shoes that the general public can't get. Come on. And these are made in Vietnam. Like, why are you making general purpose shoes that the general public can't get? Come on. And these are made in come on. And these purpose is the Nike, because these are made in come on. And these are made in Vietnam, and the way they position this product is the Nike Craft general purpose shoe is an understated do everything shoe created to do work with every possible scenario. The GPS reminds us that beauty comes from creating connection with the things we own. Stain it, tear it, repair it. I like that little slug at the end. If you do want a pair of these, good luck. You gotta pay a little extra because people just buy up all the cool stuff so that they can make money off of you not being fast enough. Comparing it to the contender, the brand is the North Face. The style is the Cliff shoe. I'm assuming that's how you say it. It's trademarked. They weigh a little bit lighter, 12.5 ounces.
We always do. Saturday night at the movies. Who cares what picture you see? When you're hugging with your baby, let's roll in the balcony. Well, that's Technicolor and the CinemaScope. I guess down a Hollywood, and the popcorn from the candy stand makes it all seem twice as good. There's always lots of pretty girls with figures they don't try to hide, but they never can compare to the girl sitting by my side. Saturday night at the movies. Who cares what picture you see? When you're with your baby, let's roll in the balcony.
give your opinion.
Saturday night at the movies. Who cares what picture you see? When you're hugging with your baby, let's roll in a melody. Oh, Saturday night at the movies. Who cares what picture you see? When you're hugging with your baby, let's roll in a melody. Oh, Saturday night at the movies.
I don't know what it is that makes me love you so. I only know I never wanna let you go. 'Cause you started something, can't you see? And ever since we met, you had a hold on me.
I got another confession.
And Tom Sachs General Purpose Shoe Collection. This pair features a white mesh base and midsole, supported by gray suede overlays and black laces to match the heel cap and outsoles. All of this is highlighted by a bold yellow swoosh and green pull tabs on the front and rear of the shoe. Oh, and we have Tom Sachs signature on the inside of the tongue. Will you cop these? This is the latest addition to the Nike Craft and Tom Sachs General Purpose Shoe tabs on the front and rear of the shoe. Oh, and we have Tom Sachs signature on the inside of the
Oh.
All right, in this video I have a pair of sneakers that I'm very, very excited to finally actually own because I have not had any of the other three from Tom Sachs, and this is the General Purpose Shoe, or GPS, and it is $110. I actually left out about on Tom Sachs' site, really, really crazy, but they're going to be dropping more in August, it sounds like. Anyway, there's a lot of questions I'm sure you guys have about this shoe. First and foremost, like, is it worth the hype? Is it just a higher end version of a kill shot? What happened to Casey Neistat and Tom Sachs? That's actually an interesting one as well, because it sounds like there's a rich history there. But anyway, I wanted to give you guys an overview of the Tom Sachs general purpose shoe, so let's go ahead and get into it.
Hey, do it.
What's going on, guys? Tess here. Hopefully you're having a good day out there. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching. And if you guys are new to my channel and you guys enjoy the content, please hit that subscribe button. This is going to be a fun one, though, because honestly, I've had every intent to just pretty much hate on these sneakers before I got them, and then let the shoe speak to me when I get the shoe in hand, and then, you know, give you kind of my honest feedback about the product. And I got to tell you guys, man, it's difficult because this is one of those shoes that, from images, yeah, it's a general purpose shoe. It's supposed to be boring. I get it. It's a play on of all of that. We kind of understand the mind tricks that Tom Sachs is playing on us. But at any point, we already know that he's had 10 years of creating with Nike under his belt, with 3 different collaborations that have done phenomenally well, including the overshoe, which was by far the weirdest looking sneaker to release of his last one. But, you know, so we know that he's like tongue-in-cheek, yeah, this is a general purpose shoe. That's kind of what I was thinking. And, you know, to be honest, when you get a $110 pair of sneakers from Nike, you expect it to be $110 worth of value, which is not too much in the Nike world, because mostly you pay for the name. You don't necessarily pay for the quality product nowadays. However, you have this, which is kind of the opposite of that. It's really supposed to be general purpose. It's supposed to be of the highest quality for everyday usage and whatnot, and the price tag is only $110. And they definitely had a lot of engineering that went into this sneaker because it is built differently. As soon as I got them, I was like, wait a minute, this is gonna sound weird, but if it didn't have a Nike logo on it, it would feel like a bespoke. It almost feels kind of like something that somebody else created, not Nike, but they made it look like a Nike pair of sneakers, kind of like an elevated version, which is the highest compliment, I guess, to Tom Sachs, because he really managed to create something worthwhile and very, very good for that $110 price point. That was worth $500 or $300 or $400, whatever the resale market is. That's on you guys to decide that. I mean, at that point, you guys are paying for the hype, not for the product necessarily. But it is a really interesting shoe, and one that I plan on wearing for a month straight at least, and then give you guys a follow-up month after wearing with these. I haven't done those videos in a long time. I do want to do more, though. So if you're not familiar with my channel, I do like a month after wearing video, or 3 months after wearing. And I haven't done one in a long time. So if you guys have suggestions for other shoes other than this that you guys would like to see that on, leave a comment and let me know. And I will use you guys to crowdsource some of the information if I have not worn that shoe for like the entire month, obviously. Because there's a lot of you guys that could be my wear testers for me. But anyway, plan on doing one on these because I will beat these up. I'm going to wear these camping 4th of July. I'm going to wear these hiking trails and whatnot. So I'm going to Sun River in Oregon. I'm going to be wearing these biking. Literally for everything that I'm going to be doing in summer is now upon us. My kids are out of school. Also, I just went to the Philippines. I would have brought these with me if I would have got them. I literally got them the day after I got back. Bummer there, though, because these would have had like everyday usage. But I will tell you, on feet, immediately, I was like, okay, this is a substantial shoe. It's heavy for sure. If I break out my scale and weigh this guy, you're looking at 14 ounces. So it's a rubber midsole and a rubber outsole, which means this shoe is gonna last a lot longer than some of the Phylon sneakers out there, like the Air Jordan 3s and 4s and stuff like that, because we already know those midsoles crumble on those things. Actually, that's actually a good call out for Nike and Jordan brand. They need to start making a rubber midsole with those Jordans somehow or something, because we're tired of seeing the cracks in the paint doing its thing. But this is going to last a really long time because it is rubber and rubber. So this thing is definitely a really firm ride underfoot. I mean, it's really, really heavy duty rubber, and you don't have a lot of squishy feel underfoot, which is okay. Like, I do like those type of sneakers. Sometimes there's comfort shoes for the hospitality industry, like my wife being a nurse. Sometimes they're like wooden clogs, like literally just wooden bottoms on the shoe where it's just really, really firm. And that's what your foot gets used to. And I feel like that's going to be kind of the case with this because it's a really firm rubber. The fit is true to size, however. I would say that this is a really interesting one, though, for me, because I'm not used to having to tie my sneakers. So you can see I actually lace these ones. I never lace my sneakers. I always do the DS loop on them. But honestly, if I do the DS loop on these, it just has too much heel slippage on the back. So leave a comment in the comment section if you get a pair. Let other people know your sizing, if you get true to size or if it's a little bit too big or whatnot. I feel like the heel slippage is definitely real if you don't have these shoes laced down, and that's just the way it is, which kind of makes sense. Again, general purpose shoe. Most people, 99% of the people probably out there lace their shoes. I just don't like to tie my shoes like a normal person. I like to have the DS loop and wear them really relaxed. That way I don't have to retie them every single time I put them on. So that is kind of a pain. Something I'm gonna have to learn how to get used to doing on these because I'm gonna be wearing them so much. But wanted to throw that out there. The materials on here are actually pretty interesting too. Again, it's a $110 shoe. Yes, it looks like a kill shoe. This is one that I got at retail and I was gonna use every opportunity to do a follow-up actually wearing these a lot. I think that these are pretty incredible, to be honest. And it's one of those things where I'm glad I did the research and the digging to just find out more about Tom Sachs, get more into his head, what he was doing when he created this shoe, get a better understanding of who he is as an individual, because then it helps me paint the picture.
المحاضر والباحث في العلوم السياسية. يهلا بكم معي في هذا النقاش، موضوع جدا مهم وصراحة شاغل بال الجميع. ولكن بداية دعونا نبدأ بآخر التطورات مع تصريح ترامب ورد إيران عليه. نذكر المشاهدين بما قاله ترامب: لن تقوم إسرائيل بأي هجمات أخرى تتعلق بهذا الحقل المهم والقيم للغاية إلا إذا قررت إيران بشكل غير حكيم مهاجمة طرف بريء جدا، وهو في هذه الحالة قطر. في هذه الحالة أيضا الولايات المتحدة سواء بمساعدة إسرائيل أو بدونها ستقوم بتدمير كامل حقل غاز فارس الجنوبي بقوة هائلة لم تشهدها إيران من قبل. رد عليه وزير الخارجية الإيراني عراقجي: إيران لن تبدي أي ضبط للنفس في حال استهداف منشآتها للطاقة مجددا. وأسعار الطاقة يعني جنونية اليوم والكل قلق عالميا وليس فقط إقليميا في هذه المنطقة. أبدأ معك ضيفي العزيز من الدوحة دكتور محمد المسفر. بين إسرائيل وبين إيران وبين الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية، أين قطر ودول الخليج؟ استمعنا بالأمس مقالته الرياض حول التهديد، ولكن أين هم اليوم؟ والموضوع يعني أصبح يطال عصب رئيسي. نتحدث عن غاز، نتحدث عن اقتصاد، نتحدث عن خطر حقيقي للمنطقة وللعالم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. شكرا لك على هذه الاستضافة، وشكرا أيضا والتحية للزملاء المشاركين معنا في هذا البرنامج والسادة المشاهدين. يا سيدتي، نحن كما قلت وأقول سابقا بأنه نحن في حالة حرب، وهذه الحرب هي حرب إسرائيلية إيرانية في الأساس. فإسرائيل من بدأ البداية الحقيقية للحرب تبعتها الولايات المتحدة تأييدا لها ونصرا لها في أي معركة من معارك المنطقة مع الأسف الشديد، وهي حليفة لكثير من الدول الخليجية. بالعكس هي حليفة لكل الدول الخليجية، كما يجب أن يكون تحالف استراتيجي كبير. ولكن مع الأسف هذا التحالف لم نراه أنه يوضع موضع الأهمية بمكان في آخر أهمية المنطقة واستراتيجياتها، ليس بالنسبة للعالم العربي فقط وإنما للعالم جميعا. وتعرفون أن هذه المنطقة هي منطقة بترولية، منطقة الغاز الطبيعي. أكبر حقول الغاز الموجودة في العالم هي موجودة في هذه المنطقة. وبالتالي نقول أنه إذا تهدد إسرائيل، يهدد الرئيس الأمريكي رونالد ترامب بأنه سيقوم إذا قامت إيران بضرب هذه المفاعل، هذه المناطق الصناعية في المنطقة، فإنه سيقوم برد الفعل ضد إيران. الحقيقة قد تستجيب إسرائيل لهذا الموقف وتقوم تهاجم أي موجة، أي مكان استراتيجي للغاز والبترول أو مصادر الطاقة على منطقة الخليج في الجانب الإيراني. وبالتالي تقوم الولايات المتحدة بالرد على إيران، وبالتالي تصعيد المسألة. المفروض أن الولايات
الخليج المتضرر الأول، أليس كذلك؟ قطر ودول الخليج المتضرر الأول من هذا الأمر؟ يعني طرح أكثر من سؤال: متى ستتحرك هذه الدول أم ستضبط النفس مجددا حتى مع موضوع الغاز والنفط؟
الكل متضرر. نحن متضررون في المنطقة جميعنا، جميع دول المجلس الستة من الكويت شمالا إلى عمان جنوبا متضررون. الأوروبيون متضررون من الغاز بأنهم يأخذون أكثر من طاقة أكثر من 10 مليون طن يوميا من هذا البترول، من هذا الغاز. آسيا متضررة من هذا الموقف. دول الخليج من ناحية هي ما زالت ضابطة للنفس، بمعنى آخر أنها لم تتورط في هذه المعارك. وأنا أعتقد أنه هذا موقف يحمد لدول مجلس التعاون بأنها لم تتخذ أي إجراء في مواجهة هذه الحرب ضد إيران في هذا الوقت، بالرغم من الهجوم الهجوم الذي يمارس على دول المجلس منذ اليوم الأول وحتى اليوم، حتى قبل ساعة واحدة رأينا أن هناك هجوم على قطر وعلى المملكة العربية السعودية وعلى البحرين وعلى الكويت، ولكن هذه الدول ما زالت رغم أنها تملك وسائل القوة والإكراه إلا أنها لم تتورط، لأن هذه الحرب ليست حربها، وإنما هي تقاد بطريقة إسرائيل إلى الاندفاع نحو الحرب. وأنا بقول أن السادة في إيران يرتكبون خطأ استراتيجيا كبير إذا داوموا على هجوم هذه المنطقة وأن يدفعون بأن
اعتقد دكتور انه الموضوع ابعد من موضوع الخليج، لانه اكثر من مره يعني الجانب الايراني هنا يعني اذهب الى الدكتور ابشيناز لنفهم على الاقل تحليليا من وجهه نظره لماذا استهداف قطر يعني بالنهايه قطر ليست هي حليف للولايات عفوا لايران، وبالتالي كانت هي الوسيط، وايضا يعني ضربت من قبل اسرائيل ومن قبل ايران، وبعد ذلك كان هناك اعتذار ايراني لقطر. إذا كان هناك مشكلة فيما يتعلق بالغاز استهداف حقل مقابل حقل، لماذا إيران لم تقصف مباشرة إسرائيل بل ذهبت إلى الجار الأقرب لها وهو قطر؟ ما الهدف الرئيسي من ذلك؟ الرد على إسرائيل من بوابة قطر.
تحياتي لك ديما، للضيوف الأعزاء والمشاهدين الكرام. في الواقع أنا أؤيد الضيف العزيز من قطر بشأن ما قاله أن هذه حرب إسرائيلية يتم شنها على إيران، وأن الولايات المتحدة تسير في مسار إسرائيل. كل الأسلحة التي تستخدمها إسرائيل هي أسلحة أمريكية في استهداف المنشآت الإيرانية، وبكل سهولة الولايات المتحدة تستطيع وقف هذا العدوان على إيران. ولكن الولايات المتحدة بدل وقف العدوان كما حصل في غزة، كما حصل في أماكن مختلفة أخرى من العالم، تؤمن الغطاء السياسي لكل العدوان التي تشنه إسرائيل على دول المنطقة. ويبدو أن ملفات نفسي بالنسبة لترامب أهم بكثير من حياة الجنود الأمريكيين. إيران لا تستهدف الدول العربية، إيران تستهدف القواعد الأمريكية والمصالح الأمريكية.
ولكن الغاز هذا ما تقوله إيران، ولكن دعنا نحلل قليلا، يعني نتحدث عن هي تستهدف هذه الشركات. نعم، هل الهدف الشركات الأمريكية أم العصب الاقتصادي العالمي للضغط على إسرائيل وللضغط على الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية وإيذاء الشريك الخليجي في النهاية؟
لا، الهدف عمليا الضغط على الولايات المتحدة والضغط على المجتمع الدولي للقول أن هذه
is run. The girls are young. The odds are there to be.
Every Nike we or I saw on sites are made in Vietnam. Authentic replica. Authentic replica. Vietnam. Authentic is China. Sama. Chauina lina Vietnam. Vietnam.
For 800 years, he has served the axe and cross. Together, we have
You win a while, and then it's done. Your little winning streak, and summon now to deal with your invincible defeat. You live your life as if it's real. 1,000 kisses deep. I'm turning tricks. I'm getting fixed. I'm back on Boogie Street. You lose your grip, and then you slip into the masterpiece. And maybe I had miles to drive and promises to keep.
Just give me the light. Give me the light. There's music in the air and lots of loving everywhere. So give me the light. Give me the light. So come on out tonight and we'll leave the others on the ride to paradise. And if you feel alright, then we can be lovers. 'Cause I see that starlight up in your eyes. Don't you know we can fly? And if we stay together, we'll feel the rhythm of the evening taking us up high. Never mind the weather. We'll be dancing in the street until the morning light. 'Cause there's music in the air and lots of love everywhere. So give me the night.
My boots. My boots. Carol Spreader. Hombre. Aislatori ja makarak.
Sometimes I feel
Don't leave me this way. I can't survive, can't stay alive without your love. Don't leave me this way. No, I can't exist. I'll surely miss your tender kiss. Don't leave me this way. No, don't leave me this way. Yeah. A broken man with empty hands. Baby, please, please, don't leave me this way. Ah, baby, my heart is full of love and desire for you. Now come on, darling, do what you gotta do. You started this fire, don't need no soul. Now can't you see it's burning? I control the cold.
A witch's magic comes from 4 elements: fire, water, earth, and air. Applying the correct alchemical triggers will reveal its presence. No magic here.
Just wanted to be sure. The window hasn't been open. How did that get in here? 1 means nothing. 2, a coincidence. 3, trouble.
declaration of war. Who could have done this? Concealment. This is judgment. Beyond evil. They tied him to the chair. Yeah. Is that part of the spell? You were here last night before he died, right? Yes. Let me see your hands. Now. I was 5 years old when witches set our house on fire. My parents died. Boogie walked through the flames, wrapped me in a blanket, and jumped out the second story window. Your body broke the floor. Told you that before. If you don't remember, I can refer you to the dungeon. I remember. You've hunted down the witches and brought them to justice. I've waited my entire life for the opportunity to help you. And now's your chance. Help me help the witches that did this. Shouldn't I have a gun, an iron mallet, or something? Take a deep breath. Center yourself. Right, of course, because resisting enchantment requires a clear mind. Now, Max is a 14th level warlock. There's nothing you can do, may as well relax. Think twice about that. I didn't know that I could do 10,000. You know the level of enchantment they're getting from that. Yeah. Business is good, right? Yeah. Oh, tells me it's wrong. It's not illegal to sell non-electronic bugs. When they're used on humans, it is. They're mixing them with cupcakes. I haven't noticed. What is this? Leafless and pain. Very rare and forbidden. This is used in necromancy, dark magic. You know I do not deal in these kinds of bad things. Thanks. You're too smart to go down that road. I can only imagine how many times I've been lied to. More than anyone in history, actually. Come on, Gardner. You must understand, anyone who would use this herb is not afraid of you, and that scares me. More than I scare you. Max. The man who came to see me has an odor on his skin. A whiff of garlic that was not garlic. Arsenic. Anything else? And ordering crab apples. Thank you, Max. Be careful. Not in the habit. Not you. Hey. ودي الدعاء لما اتجوزك.
بس ما خيطي إذا ما تشوفي.
ما في شيء تسوي عليه.
You ditch it all to
تماما اختها تماما. Children. وتعبدوا مع nous allons faire ressentir ton قلب والعقل هذا. Ressentir القلب. Maxi. Kerka.
One way to remember my dad. Magic.